Hi, my name is Bruno Teixeira with Limousine Marketing Solutions. Thank you for your emails and phone calls. But of course we know we're all extremely busy these days. It is hard to spend 30 minutes on a phone call. It is also hard to read a long email. So we've decided to put together this real simple homemade video just to let you know a little bit about our business. I mean, who are we? What services do we offer? What kind of customers do we serve? And why we are so sure that we can have such a huge impact in your business. Whether if you have 2 cars or 200 cars, what is it that we can do for you in terms of driving sales, driving revenue, bringing more customers, keeping those customers happy, make sure that they buy more frequently, and also make sure that they're willing to pay high rates. So give us a couple of minutes of your time, and then at the end of this video, of course, send us an email or call us, and we will be happy to schedule an appointment to give you undivided attention to answer any questions you have. In the meantime, let me wish you and yours the most success and the most fortune in your business. Always the number one question is, what is Limousine Expert? I'll give you a fancy answer and a simple one. Fancy one. We are the only dedicated marketing agency to the ground transportation industry. Simple one. We are the guys and the girls that will put a lot of money in your pocket. We can bring you lots of customers, lots of sales, lots of additional revenue. But going back to the fancy language, the only agency and the only dedicated agency. That's important to mention that. Why do we claim to be the only agency to the transportation industry? Because agency encompasses online, offline, inbound, outbound. We cover every aspect of the transportation industry. Of course, there are lots of good, reliable companies providing website optimization, designing websites, cold calling, lead generation, email, direct sales, and so on. But our company covers every aspect of it. The second part of it is that we are a dedicated transportation consulting service. We do not sell apples or oranges or lemons. And that is extremely important because our knowledge base, our skill sets, our understanding, our experiences are in the ground transportation industry. So when we implement a strategy, we understand the type of content it requires, what type of visual aids it requires. We understand what prospects are looking for. We understand the language and the intricacies of the industry. So just to summarize, the only dedicated marketing agency to the ground transportation industry, fancy words, simple terms. We are the guys that are going to put a lot of money in your pocket, bring you a lot of customers, a lot of revenue, and help you grow your business beyond you. Well, now that we establish what we are, the next logical question is, what makes you an expert? Well, in terms of numbers, 30 years in the industry, over 200 customers, and also 5 years as the only dedicated marketing agency to the industry. And numbers are important, but I also want to let you know a little bit about my history and why I have been able to achieve great success for our customers in the past 5 years. I've started a transportation company in '86 with a business partner, and after a number of years we were very successful. Our best year was close to $5 million, and for some of the larger companies in Chicago, LA, New York, that may be insignificant. However, we were in a very small marketplace, and $5 million was very significant. I also want to mention that I find that to be extremely important, the fact that we were able to get to $5 million, all corporate, by working in the public and the private sector. Our company had an exclusive agreement with the United States Air Force, over $6.5 million in 5 years. Pharmaceutical companies, we had an exclusive agreement with the largest pharmaceutical company in the city, not for a couple of years, but for 20 years. The city of Fort Worth had 6 nice hotels located downtown, and at one point we had exclusive single source of transportation agreements with every single one of them. And you can see that I smile when I talk about that because I'm very proud. The most number of customers we had was 1,200 regular customers using us on a consistent basis. Of course, We had some trials, some tribulations, some difficult times, but keep in mind, we're in a small marketplace and we were able to achieve great success. In 2009, I decided that I want to get into the consulting business. I attribute a great deal of success to hiring consultants in the past. So I started this business almost 5 years ago, and it's been a great experience. Over 200 customers. Can you imagine all these experiences and the stories and how much we've learned? And all these strategies that we have today, all this huge arsenal of strategies have been tested. And what I mean by tested, of course, we mitigate risk. We make sure that they're valuable, that they're viable, and they can be effective in delivering sales and revenue to the transportation industry owners. So that's what makes us an expert. 30 years, lots of experiences, lots of successes, and 200 customers that are happy with the services that we provide, that they're a lot better off after using us. So I hope that answers your question. Well, now that you know who we are and what we can do and how we can help you, the next question is marketing. How important is marketing? And of course, in my perspective, is the only thing that really matters within a company. Of course, you have to maintain high service levels. You have to service your customer well. But the only way to grow your business, to have a predictable outcome of bringing more customers, more revenue, and more profits is to do sales and marketing. And even though our company offers a number of different good services, such as operational management support, our company creates and implements Six Sigma processes to create standards in the industry, minimize lapses in services, maximize resources, minimize waste. 9 out of every 10 calls, it's all about sales and marketing. Our companies that haven't done anything to grow their business and they're no longer able to grow, they're losing customers, and they don't quite understand how they're struggling and the other transportation across the street is making a ton of money. And that's happening every day. I was in New York 2 weeks ago and I visited about 10 companies. I was doing some calculations the other day. If I combine the total number of the runs that these companies do in a day, it reaches 30,000. Yeah, no kidding, 30,000 runs a day. Combined revenue of $800 million, and they're all growing by double digits. One of them is growing by 40%. Isn't that remarkable? So what is the difference? What's the key variable? Why is it that some companies are making money, some are not? Some are growing and some are not. And I always tell my customers, the only key variable between success and survival is sales and marketing. The companies that are making money, they're not always the companies with the best cars, with the best staff, with the best service. They're simply the ones with the best sales and marketing initiative. And companies need to understand. And until you're able to embrace that and make it part of your culture, part of your mission, part of your vision, you're always going to have a hard time growing your business. Marketing is not an activity. It's not a program. It's not a campaign. It's a comprehensive system that's done by professionals day in and day out. Not only when you're slow, but always. You have to have the framework of a company that's constantly driving business. That's how you grow a $1 million business. You know, not only looking for 2 or 3 airport runs, but $1 million, $2 million, or $30 million in the next 10 years or so. And the other aspect of sales and marketing is that in the past, sales and marketing were just to bring customers, not anymore. With the introduction of social media, the internet, and lots of ways to communicate with your customers, marketing, it's the only aspect what's going to keep you in front of your customers. Social media, lots of information has created a lack of customer loyalty. Basically, in the past, you had a customer, it would be a year before somebody went there and gave them a business card. Now they're getting offers every day. Live in Social or Yelp or Groupon or Facebook, they're being bombarded with information. So it's almost mandatory to do sales and marketing just to keep your customers. The third aspect of sales and marketing that's also overlooked, and which is where the big money is to create a value proposition for your customers. Having customers is great, but the key to making big profits is to make sure that those customers are willing to spend more money, they are buying more, they're buying with more frequency, and they're also giving you referrals and helping you grow your business. So here's the key variable. Sales and marketing, it's basically the only thing that matters in terms of growing your business, and you must embrace it. You must be a part of your business. Keep in mind that's the only activity that helps you grow your business, that helps you drive revenue. Every other aspect of the business is important, but sales and marketing is what brings the whole thing together. And once you have a consistent sales and marketing effort, everything changes for you. James Allen, a great philosopher, said, "The economy does not make a company, it reveals it." Companies that are well prepared, they're driving sales, they have a consistent, well-balanced sales and marketing system in place, they are susceptible to the economy or external factors, but not as much, because they create their own future. And that's our slogan. We do not predict the future, we create it by systematically engaging in sales and marketing campaigns. I've probably said this word sales and marketing 50 times, but that's what it is. It's all about sales and marketing. The secret of it is that there is no secret. But at the same time, we must remember that success is a choice, is not a chance. And when you choose to engage in new strategies and implement new ideas to help you grow your business, you're choosing to grow your business. You're choosing to be successful. So sales and marketing, the only variable that's going to help you grow your business. Everything that you do matters, it's important, but if you want to drive sales, if you want to keep your customers happy, if you want to bring more customers and you want to grow your business and gain more revenues and make more money and able not only to make more money but to keep more of your money, you need to drive your business. You need to have a sales proposition. You need to do sales and marketing, sales and marketing, sales and marketing, and sales and marketing. Did I get my point across? I hope so. Well, here comes our final segment. You're probably wondering, so what's next? What shall I do? I understand marketing is important. I understand that I need to make some changes, but where do I go from here? What do I do tomorrow morning? And I'll break down my answer in two parts. One for the small to medium-sized operator, and one to the large operator. To the small operator, the first thing that I'll tell you is don't panic. You don't need to get a loan for $10,000 tomorrow. You don't need to buy a new chair. You don't need to hire anybody. Just do whatever you can with all you've got, but do it now. It's very important that you take action. That's the key variable in terms of growing your business in the future. And it may be that you grab a box of donuts and go to a private aviation tomorrow and hand them your business card, or go to a country club and place an ad on one of their magazines for $40, ask a client for a referral, go to all the large hotels and give the concierge a coupon, or go to the large transportation companies and introduce yourselves, show them your car and tell them you're welcome, firemen work. But make sure that by the end of the day, you've done a few things that's going to be able to grow your business. Income generating activity. It's going to make you feel good about it. I would also challenge you to work on your business. I know that you're working in your business every single day by doing the things that are important. You're driving, you're cleaning the car, you're answering the phones. Of course, those are very important. But I challenge you to be a CEO for a couple hours tomorrow morning. Get up and see what is it that I can do to grow my business. And then align your daily activities to those goals. If I want to have an extra car a month from now, then I need more sales, I need more runs. And how am I going to get those runs? And then it's much easier to do sales and marketing. Create small milestones. It could be that if you get 2 extra runs this week, you may be able to do a couple of extra things. And then if you keep doing that, in about a month, you may have an extra 20 runs. Now you've got the money to buy an SUV to be more competitive with some of the larger companies. The key is to have some sort of an action plan that's going to lead you to a better outcome. If you don't make your own plans, inevitably you're going to end up on somebody else's plan. So one step at a time. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. And once things start getting better, then you can take larger steps. For the larger operator, my recommendation is just simply awareness. Times are changing. There are a lot of new type of services that are very unique to our industry. On-demand service is one that's really causing a lot of problems in our industry. We talked earlier about doing marketing just to keep your customers. Information is changing. The customer needs are changing. There are a lot of pressure on some of these corporations to lower costs. So awareness is the key. And final, I know this may be self-serving, but in reality, marketing is a very professional discipline. It requires skills, it requires knowledge, it requires understanding. So if this is one of the most important aspects of your business, make sure that you have the right people, the right staff to help you grow your business, to help keep you profitable. I've asked you for a couple of minutes and you've given me a lot more than that. It's been a long day here, so I'm going to wrap things up. Of course, feel free to call, ask any questions you want. Our numbers is on our website, limousineexpert.com. Thanks and Godspeed.